good art isn't necessarily professional art. Good art is just art that's created by artists.
The Wilmington Drama League, 75 years of theater at its finest.
We do some kick-butt theater. Lots of kick-butt theater here.
It's an organization that's really pulled itself up by the bootstraps.
The Drama League raised me, in a sense, to be an artist. If I hadn't been here, I wouldn't be an artist.
It's always been an interesting place to be around because the people are full of pep, vim, and vigor.
We have a lot of talent here, professional quality talent.
This is probably one of the better amateur theaters around.
The art gallery got started with 3 men, Bob Withers, Phil Jones, and Charlie Freeman. And at the time, we didn't even have a bar. They put a bar up here in the end, at this end of the lobby, and the walls were brick. Phil is a local artist and teacher, and he had a lot of arts friends. He got them to come and contribute, and that's how the art gallery got started. I was the VP of planning, and we hadn't been doing a one-act festival for quite a while. I was planning the season, and I thought that we should have a one-act festival. And I looked around to find somebody to do it, and I felt, well, I'm it. I'm the one to run it, and I started running it. I've probably run more than 20.
There was a young woman named Sandy Leader who really thought that we should have a special program just for kids and for teenagers. So with her suggestions, we went ahead and we scheduled a show that was just cast with young people, and the young people performed a lot of the auxiliary roles as well. And that grew into an organization that was at times pretty autonomous, and we would take times when the stage wasn't being used and we would fill it with youth productions. And after, I think, about 10 years, Chris Walker thought that we ought to formalize the whole thing and suggested that we come up with a name, and we spent a lot of time discussing a name. And Chrysalis seemed like a great idea, the idea of something good emerging or being born. And this idea of linking a student with an adult in each board position occurred at the same time.
The Pillow Play series came about as a marketing idea. For years ago, we were doing 2 children's plays every 6 months or so, and how could any family remember from one to the other? And I said, if we have more children who want to act, then why don't we give them opportunities to do so? And I suggested that we avoid some of the technical aspects of theater, some of the lighting and sound that we don't have young people interested in, and do small plays in the lobby. We call them pillow plays because the audience members are invited to bring a pillow or stuffed animal.
First Draft is a group of local writers, playwrights that meet occasionally throughout the year and provide an open forum to exchange ideas and provide a playwright to have her or his work read aloud.
I found a teacher, and she was unable to complete it. She couldn't show up to the first class, and then everybody was like, well, Kathy, why don't you teach them? And I said, I'm not a teacher. And so, but we didn't have anybody else, so then I started, and it has worked fabulously. I love children and their capacity to learn, and they teach me all the time.
People like Ruby are the heart and soul of the place.
Wilmington Drama League represents a place where people from all walks of life can come together and make something special happen.
To me, the Wilmington Drama League represents great theater and great experiences for kids, for families, and for anyone who walks through the door.
The Wilmington Drama League represents my family.
Yeah, I guess that's what it means to me, is a place where I just feel like I am me.
It's a big, warm fuzzy.
The Drama League represents a nice home for me to be able to do my hobby.
The people that I've met there and the actual building itself and the history of the Drama League.
What do I like most about the Wilmington Drama League? I would tend to say the camaraderie, the support system, the sense of family. For me personally, I also love to watch the kids succeed and grow. It's really something very encouraging and uplifting.
The history I think that my own family has in it, with my grandparents and things, and now I have my own kids, but I did bring them in so they could see where their great-grandpa, would build sets and things like that.
But I really would like to see Wilmington businesses, small businesses around Wilmington, to step up and support us. Smaller arts organizations like the Drama League, we really depend more on the smaller businesses or the local businesses.
There are very few people around here that I know because you've got new generations coming along all the time, and that's very good.
The people. I mean, the people as in the people in the productions, the people that we are able to touch.
Anything that you want to do, you can do here. And if you don't know it, they'll teach it to you.
So the personalities have changed, but I think the dedication has always been here, and it's still here. The cast are important to a show. If you really enjoy working with the people, then the show becomes a favorite, whether the lines are your favorite or not.
I would like to see preserved a history of the previous 75 years, a respect for that by revisiting some of the older shows that don't get done as frequently because of the newer shows. So every now and again, let's revisit something along those lines, but also keep it fresh, introduce new theater works to keep it alive. We just have to keep it going because we've got quite a jewel in this community.
I think this idea of volunteerism and energy and almost a ministry to young people, I don't think that we ever want to forget how really essential the idea of theater for young people is.
One of the legacies of Ted Wilson was he really hammered home the idea that in community theater, one of the primary objectives should be that people are enjoying themselves.
What I'd like to see preserved is all our archived materials we have.
You want to preserve everything. You want to preserve the building. You want to preserve the contents of the building. You just want everything to be the way it is, and you want to add to it on top of that. So on top of 75 years, you want another 75 years.
As the theater continues into the future, to continue with the children's wing or the chrysalis players and allowing our youth to be able to do everything, not just be on the stage, but learn everything behind the scenes.
The people at the Drama League are the most amazing people I've ever come across in my life.
Well, the people of the Drama League is obviously what makes the place special.
It is one big family.
There's a lot of people here that when they consider their list of friends, they're almost all here.
I can't imagine not having met the Drama League family that I have now.
Everybody just wants to see everyone succeed here.
I help because that's just part of what you do. And they're always shocked by that because here I am, I was a lead in a play and I was like, oh, here, I'll help you come paint. And they're like, what? Whereas in other professional theaters and things, it's just different. It's like the stage people and the acting people are two different groups of people. And here, we were all the same.
And the support system is quite phenomenal.
The people who love this building keep reproducing themselves and replacing themselves, and it'll be around forever. I really have every faith.